Welcome to Little English Studio. Here we explore the wonders of world history, culture, and architecture in clear English storytelling. If you love history and travel through time, don't forget to subscribe and join us on this journey. When we speak of Baroque churches, we speak of a world transformed by faith, art, and power. The Baroque style was born in Rome in the late 16th century, during a time when the Catholic Church was facing immense challenges. The Protestant Reformation had divided Europe. The Catholic Counter-Reformation sought to bring people back to faith, not just through sermons and theology, but through emotion, awe, and beauty. The Church realized that architecture could become a powerful weapon, a stage for God's glory. The goal was simple: to overwhelm the senses, to fill the faithful with wonder, and to make them feel the presence of the divine. Thus was born the Baroque, a style of movement, of curves, of light and shadow, of drama written in stone. Step inside a Baroque church and you will immediately feel the difference. Unlike the cold geometry of Gothic cathedrals, Baroque churches seek to embrace you, to pull you into a theatrical experience. Light and illusion, windows carefully placed to let divine light fall on the altar. Curves and movement, domes, oval floor plans, spiraling columns. Decoration, gold leaf, marble, stucco angels, frescoes that seem to open the ceiling to heaven. Theatricality, art designed to move emotions, almost like a stage play. The architecture was never just about beauty. It was about power, persuasion, and faith. Our journey begins in Rome with the Church of the Gesù. Built by the Jesuit order in the late 16th century, it became the model for countless churches around the world. Its facade, with giant columns and dramatic pediments, spoke of strength. Inside, the ceiling fresco by Giovanni Battista Gorli explodes with light and clouds, angels and saints breaking through into the heavens. The illusion is so powerful that the ceiling seems infinite. Il Gesù was not just a building. It was a manifesto, declaring that the Catholic faith was alive, vibrant, and glorious. No story of Baroque churches can be told without the jewel of the Vatican, St. Peter's Basilica. While begun in the Renaissance, St. Peter reached its Baroque magnificence under the hands of great architects like Carlo Maddino, Gian Lorenzo Bernini, and Francesco Borromini. Bernini's St. Peter's Square, with its great elliptical colonnades, welcomes pilgrims like open arms. Step inside and you are overwhelmed by the vast dome designed by Michelangelo, completed in Baroque grandeur. The high altar stands beneath Bernini's bronze baldachin, its twisted Solomonic columns rising toward the heavens. Light pours through windows hidden above, bathing the space in a golden glow. It is not just a church, it is the very theatre of Catholicism. Baroque was not limited to Catholic Europe. In Protestant England, after the Great Fire of London in 1666, architect Sir Christopher Wren rebuilt St. Paul's Cathedral in Baroque style. Its massive dome dominates the London skyline, rivaling St. Peter in Rome. Inside, the space is filled with geometric harmony, yet still with the grandeur and drama of Baroque. Here, Baroque adapted to a Protestant context, less gilded excess, more restrained beauty, but still a statement of national pride and divine majesty. Travel eastward, and you will find some of the most spectacular Baroque churches in Central Europe. In Dresden, Germany, the Frauenkirche rises with graceful curves and a towering dome. Though destroyed in World War II, it has been reconstructed, once again dazzling visitors. In Vienna, Austria, the Karlskirche stands as a masterpiece of imperial Baroque. Commissioned by Emperor Charles VI, it combines Roman columns, Byzantine domes, and Baroque theatricality into one vision. Step inside and you are surrounded by frescoes of heaven, saints swirling in clouds, the voice of the empire speaking through sacred art. Baroque did not stop in Europe. With colonization, it traveled across oceans. In Mexico, Peru, and Brazil, churches exploded with local interpretations of Baroque. The Church of San Francisco in Lima dazzles with golden altars. The Church of São Francisco in Salvador, Brazil is covered in intricate carvings and gilded wood, blending European Baroque with local styles. Even in the Philippines, Spanish missionaries built Baroque churches like San Agustin in Manila, where the curves and forms of Baroque meet tropical resilience. Baroque became truly global, the language of Catholicism across continents. Baroque churches were not just stone and fresco. They were alive with music and ritual. The sound of the pipe organ filled domes with thunder. The compositions of Bach, Vivaldi, and Handel gave voice to the Baroque spirit, emotional, grand, and divine. Every sense was engaged. You saw heaven in paintings, heard it in music, smelled incense rising, touched cold marble, tasted bread and wine at the altar. A Baroque church was a total experience, a theatre of God. By the 18th century, the Baroque style evolved into Rococo, lighter, playful, yet still ornate. But the legacy of Baroque churches remains powerful. They remind us of a time when faith, politics, and art were inseparable, when architecture was a battlefield of belief, when beauty was seen as a pathway to the divine. Today, millions visit St. Peter's, St. Paul's, Karlskirche, and Latin American Baroque churches not only as pilgrims, but as seekers of art, culture, and wonder. The Baroque message still speaks: to move hearts, to inspire awe, to bridge earth and heaven. Thank you for watching this journey into the world of Baroque churches. If you enjoyed this documentary, please like, share, and subscribe to Little English Studio. Here, history and culture come alive in clear English storytelling. Join us next time as we continue our travels through the wonders of our world.